Nobody really tells you how weird it feels when you're ready for that next chapter of your life, but you're not quite there yet. I feel like that's where I've been lately. There are all these things happening that I've been working really hard for a really long time, but at the same time, there's things that I also have to let go of, things that still hurt me, parts of my life that just don't feel like they're settled yet. I'm still getting a bunch of rejection emails every single day, but there is a silver lining. I did get a email back from somebody the other day, and we had a phone call yesterday. Hopefully I hear back from her either today or tomorrow. And she said the next step would be a Zoom interview. So cross your fingers. It will just help us get one step closer to making our move happen that much faster. After months and months of getting rejection emails, it's really great to finally see a positive notification pop up on your phone, you know? Sometimes we get so focused on finding the perfect opportunity that we forget that there's other opportunities out there that help us get started. And this one is gonna be perfect for me. I just know it. I'm still pursuing all the digital products that I started a couple weeks ago. I actually just finished creating a couple pins for my Pinterest to promote the other digital products that I made last week. I have a couple silly goose coloring pages that I took from my coloring book that I made that's supposed to be getting delivered today. I also made a kids ABC coloring pages, so like the letter A, B, C. You just print them out and you just give them to them to color. I made some 4th of July coloring pages too. They're $1.99 for 10 pages. You just print them out and go to town. I've been really enjoying making them. This is one of my coloring books that just came in. I'm so excited about this one. I'm so proud of it. Isn't it so cute? I love it. Also made this one, Cozy Corgi coloring book, but I am editing those two. So I currently have 5 published coloring books and 1 published kids book. So pretty stoked about that. I've been completing a bunch of challenges on Kale, so I'm getting a couple extra dollars here and there. I think my piggy bank right now is up to 40 bucks, so I'm trying to save it for when I go on my trip to Kentucky, so I can use that as like gas money or food, or if we want to go do something, you know, whatever. I find it very frustrating that people don't understand all of the hard work that I'm trying to do with the digital products that I make and marketing myself and putting myself out there on YouTube and TikTok and all these other platforms. Like, this is the way the world is moving. It's the digital era, and I know that I want my family to be comfortable in the future, and if I can set us up for success now, that's what I'm gonna do. I'd rather fail trying than spend the rest of my life wondering, what if I didn't do that? What if I didn't start posting on social media? What if I didn't put myself out there? What opportunities would I miss if I didn't start doing this? You know? Back to my books. I came up with the best kids book idea ever yesterday morning. So I ended up writing 90% of the manuscript yesterday after I thought about it that morning. I just finished it a little while ago before I started working on my pins. I'm very proud of my manuscript, so now I have to work on the illustrations and get it all together. But it's about a little girl named Ruby, a redhead, who gets made fun of at school, and she just, I don't want to give too much away, but I love it. It's perfect. It was definitely inspired by my own experiences as a little kid. Growing up with red hair and freckles was not for the weak. I want other little girls that feel different to know that it's okay to feel different, that we're all different. I want them to feel proud that those differences make them who they are, not ashamed. You should never feel ashamed to look different or be different. I know that everybody had something that they wish that they could change about themselves growing up. I always did when I was younger. I hated my hair, I hated my freckles, but I have learned to love them. They have grown on me. This is the kind of book I would have loved to have had on my shelf when I was little. We are T-minus 3 weeks away from John moving to Kentucky. I will officially be starting a long distance relationship with my fiance, which really sucks, but it is the first step towards our future. and we're both really excited. I'm excited to take you along on this journey with us. We're going to be traveling a lot, especially if I can secure this job. That just means that I'll be able to see John more, because I am setting myself up to not be able to see him for a couple months, because as of right now, we're not going to be able to afford to travel back and forth. His U-Haul is booked for the ride there. My rental car is booked for my drive home. The road trip with apple pie is planned. Sometimes the anticipation of the change is harder than the actual change itself. Like, I think it's gonna be easy breezy once everything's all said and done and we make the move happen and everybody's there and we're happy and good to go. But it's really daunting and scary talking about it and planning and talking about it and making tiny moves, and I'm just ready for it, you know? I'm ready for it to be here. I've been having a really hard time committing to a new TV show as well. I watched Off Campus and I loved it, but I don't know. I've been watching Margot's Got Money Troubles and I absolutely love that, or Margot's Got Money Problems, whatever how you say it. It is hilarious, but it's actually really heartfelt because it's about a family and their issues, and I like it. But if you have any good TV show recommendations or movies that are out right now, let me know. I need something new to watch. I still have yet to hear from my brother, so at this point I'm definitely not going to. It is what it is. I've accepted it. I'm over it. I'm moving on. It just really sucks that there's kids involved, you know. My niece's 3rd birthday was yesterday. Never heard from him. There's nothing planned. No, hey, do you guys want to come spend the afternoon with us? Or, you know, I don't. Sometimes we spend years hoping that people will become who we need them to be. And at some point, unfortunately, we have to accept people as they are. I've shown you time and time again that they are never going to change. Instead of who you wish they could be. It's just realizing that I'm not surprised anymore. It is what it is. Might have possibly found a new home for one of my doggies, our mare Lily. It is the best possible situation for her, and I am really excited, and I hope and pray that it works out. Bittersweet, because she was basically feral 10 years ago when we got her, and now she's a lot better. She's not the most docile, but she's, you know, you used to have to sedate her to get her feet done, and I would have to stand on the outside of the stall and hold the rope. But now I can actually be in the stall with her and my farrier, and she doesn't have to be sedated anymore. So she has come such a long way. Such a long way. Bentley, on the other hand, is still here. John's cousin is supposed to be taking him, but she also is supposed to just had a baby, so unsure what's happening with that. I don't think he's heard back from her yet, so we're trying to figure that out, but he says she's very interested, but I'm like, you know, we got 3 weeks to figure this out, because 3 weeks. I also got validation with my PTSD around Bentley the other day. I was out back playing with my gelding Jake, my paint, and I have it on video actually. We were running back and forth because he was chasing me. I thought it was fun, and not a good idea on my part, I know, but nobody got hurt. Anyways, I turned around and went to run, and when he spun around, he almost ran me over, but we both continued on. And I wasn't scared. My body didn't react. You know, I wasn't panicking. My heart wasn't racing, and I didn't feel like I was essentially gonna die. Like, I don't know if I've ever showed my stomach. Let's see if I can do this. So here is, it starts right here, my scar, goes down around my belly button, all the way down to like right here, okay? I'm pretty sure I had 35 staples for 2 weeks in my stomach. That was in 2022. So yeah, I'm just still not really over that. Sometimes the right decision still hurts, and the guilt that you feel doesn't automatically mean that you're making the wrong choice. Making the right decision and making the easy decision are rarely the same thing, unfortunately. I think that's why this season of life feels so strange to me. There are things that I've been hoping and working towards for years, and it finally seems like they are within reaching distance, within an arm's length away now. At the same time, moving forward, it means letting go of things, people, routines, and chapters that have been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. And I don't think I'm completely ready for all of it yet, but is anybody ever? Maybe you just keep taking the next best step and trust that eventually you'll end up where you're supposed to be. So, like I say every week, I am not a perfect person and this is not a perfect page, but if you can relate to anything that I've said, hit subscribe, go follow us on our other socials, and stay tuned for the moving and Kentucky vlogs because we are coming at you full force and I can't wait. Stay tuned.